Hi, I'm Julie, and I am a Reiki Master Teacher and Shamanic Priestess in the Los Angeles area. And this video is to help individuals through the energetic shift that we're experiencing right now. Huge, profound shift. We're right in the middle of what I call an eclipse sandwich. And tomorrow's the equinox. It's the midpoint. That's like the meat of the sandwich. A couple weeks ago, or about a week and a half ago or so, we had the new moon and solar eclipse. And in a couple days, we're on the 23rd, we're going to be having a lunar eclipse and full moon. And these eclipses are incredibly powerful because they create profound opportunities for change and transformation if we embrace them in a conscious way. Unconsciously, they create a lot of chaos and they stir things up. And as a culture, in Western culture, we've become very desensitized to our environment, to our bodies, even to our relationships with social media. Social media and text messaging creates distance and a false sense of connection. And it's like we've forgotten how to have face-to-face conversations anymore because of the convenience factor of social media. But it has an effect. And I think there was actually a need for us to have social media so that we could separate from each other for a period of time, because we're evolving and we're relearning who we are as spiritual beings if you embark upon a spiritual path. And we're evolving, and as we evolve, we become consciously aware of exactly what we are, which is a focal point of energy for universal consciousness that is becoming aware of itself. Does that make sense? It's like we are hand mirrors. I'm totally quoting Orion Foxwood. We are hand mirrors in the hand of creation itself, gazing upon herself. A mirror in the hand of the goddess. And through this self-reflection and taking time out to reflect, when you reflect, you're going into the receptive feminine. You're going into that place of calm and peace and a meditative place where we can do some profound healing work, but we have to take the time to do it. But what's happening in Western culture is we become so desensitized, we become numb. The chemicals in our food, the chemicals that they spray in the air, the chemicals that they put in the water that we drink. And if you don't believe me, do some Google searches. It's not just conspiracy theories. There's proof. There's evidential proof that shows that there's these chemicals that are being put in our water supply and in our air to keep us calm, to keep us well behaved and under control. And while we can medicate out, and if you feel sad or depressed, we can take things to make us feel better. If you feel tired, have a cup of coffee, or I don't like this mood, oh God, have a cocktail, it'll shift your mood. So then these addictive behavior patterns, start to come out. And some of these behavior patterns we inherited from our ancestors, from our grandmothers and grandfathers, and their grandmothers and grandfathers before them. And collectively, we're being called to heal a lot of stuff that's been passed down generationally. And even past life stuff as well. All of this information, all of the memory, it's all inside of us. And as we deepen our spiritual practice, we learn how to go deeper into ourself, deeper into that place of knowing, that place of pure being, that place of stillness. Is where we can hear the whispers of wisdom from the wise ones that dance in our blood. And the wise ones are dancing, and our blood is waking up. And there's certain things that happen to the body when the blood wakes up. Emotionally, yeah, well, we can be up and down. But physically, there can be inflammation, respiratory symptoms, a choking sensation, oh yes, and fevers in the body. Sometimes the body will break out in fevers as it's shifting in energy. There's other symptoms too, depending on certain chakras as they open up and they start vibrating in a healthy frequency. The cells and organs in those areas detox. But I'm going through the shift too, which is why I was drawn to do some of my own research, and I am a child that as a child I always suffered from environmental allergies. It's like literally there's a part of me that feels like its environment is trying to kill me. So my sinuses would swell shut, or some people get asthma, and inflammation happens because the body's trying to protect itself from something. So, as there's all these chemicals and foreign things in our environment, and the food that we eat, and the things, the water, these are foreign objects that our body is starting to reject as we shift into new frequencies. And as your body rejects them, inflammation happens. But also, this is what's happening, is these new frequencies are reminding you at a deep part of you that remembers every lifetime, every incarnation, embodiment, experience that you've had as human, animal, plant, or other. There's part of you that remembers all of it, but especially the human part. As we're being called collectively as humans to heal, to come together, and there's this quantum entanglement that we're in, and there's just it's a mess, and genetically there's been so much passed down. There's literally a term for this. I want to say, I wrote it down so I wouldn't make it mess. Transgenerational epigenetic inheritance. We inherit not just genetic predisposition for diseases, but we inherit behavioral, inherit certain behaviors and emotional traumas from our parents and their ancestors as well. They even, and there's a connection here with the sense of smell, and some scientists did a study on this, and they wrote a paper on it, and I wrote the name down of this too, if you want to Google that. The paper was called Parental Olfactory Experience Influences Behavior and Neural Structure in Subsequent Generations. What is olfactory? Sense of smell. They're linking how smell and aromatherapy, we know, has an effect on our nervous system, and can actually create a biological response. Just by smelling certain things, we can manifest healing in our body. It can create a sense of well-being. It can create a sense of peace. Certain scents can awaken other neurological functions and increase brain activity and memory. Rosemary. And there's other aromas that can help reduce stress and anxiety in the body. And as we go through these shifts and our body encounters certain frequencies that you embodied in previous lifetimes, and maybe you were a witch in a previous lifetime. You were a very spiritual person, but you were persecuted for your beliefs. As you shift into that magical frequency and you move beyond the perceived limitations of the ego and self in this lifetime, you start to shift into those patterns, and there's the memory part of you, the part that remembers, your soul recalls this, and if there's still a wound there that needs to be healed, it'll be triggered, and you will literally have a physiological response. Certain people and experiences, events you'll attract to you when you need to heal these things. So if you're experiencing a lot of chaos in your life right now, this is your soul teaching you. And so in order for the body to heal, it has to be calm, it has to be relaxed. But if you suffer from stress and anxiety, it's really hard to get to that place. And for me, shifting my consciousness into normal and non-ordinary states of consciousness, the smell is a wonderful trigger for that. And so I did some research, and I made a list of essential oils and aromatherapies that'll help not only reduce stress and promote peacefulness, but these are also nervines, meaning they nourish the nervous system. So that part of you that's always nervous and doesn't feel safe, we have to remind it, you're safe, it's okay. And we do that by not just smelling, but through conscious breathing, and these scents help. But by conscious breathing, we're going to be integrating the healing at a deeper level. So these profound shifts are made more bearable by the following oils. And this is especially important if you're sensitive. Lavender, Roman chamomile, clary sage, rose, sweet marjoram. That's for reducing stress and promoting peace and calm, okay? If you tend to be like too wired up and you need to come down at the end of the day, or if you like your high energy during the day and you want to come down in the evening, those are good for coming down in the evening. I drink a lavender chamomile rose tea blend that I made. I call it my goddess tea. There, I just gave my recipe away, but it helps. Drink the teas, smell the oils, put the oils in a salt bath, and do a soak and smell the oils that way, or do an aromatherapy rub on massage on your chest and smell the oils that way. Or you can get one of these kinds of necklaces where there's a piece of cotton inside and you put drops of oil, and then, if you go to a stressful workplace and your boss is screaming at you, you can have, this will be your shield. I laugh, but I've been there, and the sensitives are laughing too, because they've been there too. They're like, oh, I gotta have my lavender. Okay, so those are to promote peace and calm. There's others who are going through this shift, who are stuck in depression and in denser vibrations, and I wanted to create, and there's some sense that I feel that can help shift them out of that. Maybe you have to go into an environment where you're around a lot of really negative people. In those situations, I recommend rosemary. Rosemary is number one. Holy basil is another one. Lemongrass. You want to uplift your mood? Lemongrass. That's also a nervine. So these are very healing essential oils. And then finally, for the oils, as we're doing all of this, we're mutating, we're morphing, we're evolving, we're changing. You think you're going to evolve and there's not going to be a change? No, big change. So our DNA is healing, our DNA is repairing and evolving as well. Not just mentally, not just spiritually, but down to our DNA level, we are changing. And the truth is, DNA is always changing all the time, but let's consciously change it. Let's consciously heal it. When you bring your conscious intent into the experience, the healing is amplified. You know, if you walk anyway. So as we're healing our DNA, the frankincense and cedarwood oil, I blended it in this blend. And this to me smells very earthy, but it also smells very warming. So what I want you to do, I'm giving you this list of oils. It's like, just don't go online and buy them. Go to the store. If there's a local bookstore, New Age bookstore, or a local health food store near you that carries oils, go there, smell them. Because I've learned the hard way, and I bought stuff online, and you get it, and you're like, ew. This smells like crap. I don't like it. And some essential oil can be expensive. So go to the store and smell it, because some of these oils might not necessarily work as well for you, and some will work better than others. So that's how you're going to choose, and you'll know because it's the one you like the most. That's going to be the one you need. It always is. Oh yes. So, and there's also, where did I put them? Oh, in my pocket. In addition to your art, your healing tools of aromatherapy and the oils that you can keep with you at your desk or in your purse or on your necklace, on your person, and smell as needed. I love jewelry. Who doesn't love jewelry? Who doesn't love sparkly things? But there are certain stones that you can get to help maintain peace and calm and help you with the shift. I just got this, well, I've had different versions of it, but I just got this stone. This is lithium quartz. Ooh, oh, and it's all in the light. It's all luminous and beautiful. Look at how beautiful you are. I like my stones. I like my rocks. This is a friend. Lithium is given to help calm people when they take it in a chemical form. So this has a very calming effect. I also got kyanite, but if you're new, you might want to ease into kyanite, because when I've always been super duper sensitive, and when I first started working with kyanite, I had to work. It made me so amped on energy that I could only work with it in daylight hours, or I'd be up all night. Seriously. So this is a strong stone, but I love it, and it doesn't retain any negative energy. But there's other stones that'll help you stay calm as well, and can help dissipate negative energy. But you need the stone to be touching your skin. It needs to be feeling the warmth of your body, and the warmth of the touch. And as it heats up, there's a chemical shift, that co-creative experience that happens between you and the stone. That's how the medicine happens, through that movement, through that heat exchange. So amethyst is really great. There's a lot of chaos in the world. You encounter chaos, amethyst will help clear it away. Lepidolite is another one for promoting peace and calm as well. Oh yes. And whenever I go out into the outside world, I always take some black tourmaline with me. But any color of tourmaline is wonderful as far as specifically working with the nervous system and keeping yourselves calm and peaceful. So those are my recommendations. But what I would do, and you can use this as a meditation exercise or as a ritual to do on the equinox and or on the full moon / blood moon eclipse that's coming up on the 23rd. And what you would do is you anoint yourself with your oil so that you've got this good smell going on. And then you hold your stones in your hand. And you can do this in the bath too. You're in the bath, you got all the good smelly stuff going on, you got your stones, and you're just going to bring your awareness to the breath. You know, the scent of the oils is connected to the element of air and how we breathe and smell. And so as we inhale, you're going to be breathing a little bit differently. Inhale, expand, like a flower that opens to the light of the sun on the inhale. And then as you exhale, instead of just releasing the energy out into the world, no, you're going to take that energy and you're going to place it even deeper within you, down to the DNA level. So inhale, expanding in love and light. Exhale, deepen, integrate the healing deep within your cell structure. Inhale, expanding in love and light. Exhale, deepen the experience, integrate the healing deep within the dark places. It's like I feel like I'm placing a tiny star in the realm of the darkness, like the tiny light of our tiny conscious mind, but it's there, placing the light of that consciousness deep within the darkness. And then as we inhale, we expand that light. We make it bigger. And we expand in love and light, and then we inhale and we integrate and we go deeper within. You can place this energy in your heart. You can imagine it not going to any specific place. You can focus on putting this energy into your heart, which is your center chakra, and your balancing chakra, which is where the sun lives on the equinox. So that's kind of interesting. But as I worked with this energy, I specifically put it in my solar plexus because I really wanted to integrate, because I've got work to do. I got serious stuff to do here, and I can't mess around and hold myself back anymore, and I want to deepen it. So I placed it in my solar plexus. I happened to be going through a liver cleanse at the times, and holy crap, it sent me into a healing crisis. So if you're doing a liver detox, don't necessarily put it in your solar plexus chakra. Just a note. This is very powerful as you're integrating the healing, and you're using the power of scent. The sense of smell is connected to our root chakra, which is in the chakra system also connected to the underworld and our familial roots and our family, our community, humanity, and our place in it. So collectively we are healing so much, and working with the sense of smell. Smell is the first sense that we develop as soon as we come out of the womb. Our eyes are closed. We're blind for a while. Like puppies and kittens, their eyes are shut and they can't see, but they can smell the mother's milk. And it's that sense of smell that draws us to that nourishment. So as you are inhaling and smelling the scents, nourish yourself with the healing oils and the herbs and the aromas. They are specifically nourishing your nervous system, which is your brain, your spinal cord, and your nerve endings, your sensory system. There's drama. See, there's chaos in the outside world. We have to maintain, and we have to stay strong. And it's not about just pretending it away and just, we'll get through the shift. I'm just going to hold on and continue as I am and just hope and pray. No. We do that, we get sick. We do that, we break down. We need to learn how to bend. We need to learn how to go with the flow of life again and find our place back in the stream of life and be in that flow. Let me see, was there anything else I needed to talk about? I think that's all. We're in it together. And we're doing great work, and I just want to thank you for taking the time out of your busy life and the chaos of your life to tune in to this and to tune in to yourself. Because when you heal you, you're not just healing you. You're healing your family. You're healing everyone connected in your bloodline. And you're creating a universe with you at its center that is in alignment with universal harmony and the whole of everything. And Spirit's like, okay, we're done. You've said it. We're not guiding you anymore. They're done. They say we have enough. Okay. I just want to wish you well. And just keep breathing and use that breath awareness to help integrate the healing to deeper levels. They want me to sing. That's why. Okay. They're not talking to me. They're like, you need to sing. I'm going to sing a blessing. This is Kotadama, the language of spirit. which is I'm singing the Reiki symbols. May you find peace amidst the chaos, and blessed be.